All right, so I wanted to make this video for you all to help you with your paper. So here are some tips that I have for you as you approach the paper. So first off, I've actually pushed back the due date, so it will be due Sunday, February. Let me look at the calendar here. The 18th. So from today, you have 2 weeks to get this done. So I pushed back the due date so that you have a little bit more time to work on this. So I hope that will help you all. So you need to go ahead and submit a 3 to 5 double-spaced paper on how you, in a sense, will apply the concepts that we learned in this course to your own life. So to start with this, you might want to go back to the introductory discussion where you were asked the same question, and maybe, in a sense, kind of use that as a starting point. So let me go into that. So if we go back into our course here, go into week 1 and go into the discussion. I can't believe we're going all the way back to week 1 here. So and you were asked, how is psychology relevant to your life? So I would go in and look at what you wrote in there, look at the feedback and all that stuff, and use that as a starting place for your paper, okay? So in a sense, you can say this is what I started off thinking. Maybe it's the same, maybe it's different, but you can use that as a starting off place, okay? Make sure that you at least incorporate these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of areas into your paper, okay? And make sure that you're referencing the different materials within the course. So if you like the TED Talk, make sure that you reference that TED Talk. Or if you like the cognitive bias sheet, in a sense, make sure to reference that. And then this is kind of how you'll be evaluated. That, like, did you kind of demonstrate that you understand the topics within this course? And then the other 25% is just your level of writing, and how clear and concise you are. So these are kind of the broad topics in the course. So if you want to, in a sense, go deeper than those 4, you can look at these topics as well, like research, learning through experience, all those things. So here's what I want to go ahead and show you. So I, in a sense, created a template where if you were to go ahead and start your paper, remember, in psychology for APA, your first page is your cover page. So you have running head at the top in your header. You have kind of a short little title in all caps, Psych in Life. I named my paper Psychology in My Life, my name, Johnson Wells. So that'd be your first paper, or for the first kind of start for your intro of the paper. Make sure to number the pages at the top. And then in APA style, and I think this is really helpful, you, in a sense, use headings. So I, in a sense, use these headings: learning, memory, intelligence, problem solving, the brain, and then just a heading to summarize my whole paper, right? So in a sense, for learning, you can go into that module and say, in learning, this is kind of what I took out, and this is how I applied it to my life. So let me go back to my PowerPoint and kind of give you an example. So if I were to use learning, I'd say during work 3, we learned about experience, and in psychology, experience is also related to learning. It blew my mind when we learned about classical conditioning. The idea that you can make a dog drool just by ringing a bell is something super interesting to me. So for example, I thought about how I might classically condition my little brother. By doing this, I might blank. So you could explain how you might classically condition your brother. But is that ethical? It's not really ethical. So you might, in a sense, reference some of the ethics that we've learned in this class. And in a sense, why that might not be ethical. So if you were to go ahead and just do that in that heading, you in a sense would have that area of the paper done. So you see how you can do that in learning? Moving the memory, intelligence, problem solving, the brain, sum it all up. Remember, it's 3 to 5 pages. So if you use those headings, you're going to be able to write 3 to 5 pages pretty quickly. So I hope that helps you as you approach this assignment, and let me know if you have any questions, okay?